I'm NightShade, and that's my mom.
Hello, I'm Sophie, and that's my daughter.
This is going to be a read for Pisces.
Pisces, Pisces, I have the Five of Swords.
I have the High Priestess.
All right,
So there's your sister sign.
let's see what the cards have to say. Oh, the first card out is Judgment.
Hey, all right. Well, there she is, too. There's the High Priestess.
Yep.
She's on the bottom of the deck, so... Do you need a spiritual blessing? There's an 8. There's an 8 of Cups. That Judgment is like, you're looking for a spiritual blessing. Looks like you need it, huh? Yeah, you do. Look at that. Because everything right now is really sharp, isn't it? Look. There's your spiritual blessing card, especially when you have it with this Judgment card. But it's just, I mean, you're not getting the words that you want. No, it feels like you're not connecting with anyone. It feels like you are being cut off. Everything around you is cold. Everyone around you is cold. You're not getting, there's no comfort here. There's no words of comfort. It's all big archetypal energies that are coming in, but they're all coming in with that Knight of Swords. They're all coming in with harsh words and harsh things and harsh realizations, and here, you better face this truth, and you better do this, and you got to do this, and it's like, and that's not what you need, is it?
That's not what you wanted anyway.
It's not what you want at all.
Temperance.
You know what the deal is, whatever this deal is, and you need some comfort, and you're not getting it. You don't need people to tell you the truth of the situation, because you know what the truth is. Whatever that truth is, you already know it. Whatever the harsh reality of this situation is, you already know it. You can feel it. You've been feeling it. It's there. It's you can't deny it. But no one's giving you that comfort, huh? They keep giving you this standard, like, it's God's will, or it's, you know, just let it play itself out. Just let it play itself out, right? With this temperance thing. Just let it go. And that's not what you need at this point.
The Hangman under the High Priestess.
So there you are. Coupling up with your sister energies, huh? Sorry, Pisces. There's the Emperor. Look at all these major arcanas. Oh, my heavens. Look at this.
But none of it's what you need or what you want.
Everything is being served up ice cold. Everything's being served up with a blade right now. You have a right to walk away.
You need a hug.
Yeah, you do.
You need a hug. You need someone to say, let go, cry it out, do whatever it is that you need to do. We can't understand what you're feeling.
Yeah, exactly what you just said.
And it's not meant for anyone else to understand.
You need to beg and plead. You need the spiritual powers that be, whoever that is for you, whether it's God, Goddess, Jesus, Buddha, I don't know. There's 10,000
whoever you follow.
Whoever it is that makes you feel, yeah, see? Everything is like this, huh? Usually we call this the sword of truth, but in this read, this is a double-edged sword. So, I hate to put this down here, but this is going right under that Knight of Swords to kind of emphasize that. Usually we call this the sword of truth. It is true. What we're saying is true. it's like you need to go out in nature. You need to get away from a lot of all these people, all these voices, all of this voice of reason. You don't need reason right now, Pisces. You're not swept away in it. You don't need reason. You have come to terms with this thing. What you need is someone to listen, don't you?
You just need to cry it out.
Mm-hmm. You need someone to listen to you, and if that just means nature itself. Yeah, you need to go out into the wilderness. You need to go out somewhere where you can be by yourself. You need to go out to the rocky outcroppings, however that applies to you, and you need to shout it from the highest treetop that you can find. That and scream and cry and let nature hear your voice. You were robbed.
You need to let go of the pain.
Yeah, you were robbed. You are very hurt. You were robbed of, oh yeah, there's 8 swords. You feel like you just can't let it out. You feel like it's all of your power and energy and effort and everything is all locked up. This isn't going to go anywhere until you get this out of your system.
You may have accepted it, but there's a difference between accepting it and letting it go.
Yeah.
This is where you are right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Right here.
8 swords, 10 swords.
Right there. That's where you are. You suffered a devastating loss, yes. My instinct tells me you lost a child.
And there's nothing these people can tell you that it's God's will or it's beyond your control. You called in all these spiritual forces to help you and to solve this thing.
Yes, you did.
And no one came.
And you've sought help. You've sought out people who you thought could help you. You've gone inside. You went inside yourself and you accepted it. You accepted it, but you haven't released the pain. Mm-mm. You have to let yourself grieve, and then you've got to release it. A heartache like this is a deep down heartache that is not going to, even when you release it, this heartache will stay with you for years to come. But you know that you have to come out of this. So you need to do that. You need to go out. You need to find some way to release all the anger that you're feeling, the hurt, the devastation.
Because this looks, you just feel like you're absolutely betrayed. No way that I've been doing this, been giving my all, been helping, been loving, been caring, been giving and helping and loving and caring and giving and helping, and wham. Why me? This is crazy.
Yeah.
This is crazy. And this whole it's God's will thing is no, that's unacceptable to you at this point. That is an unacceptable thing for you to hear.
And that's all you're hearing from the people who have come to help you.
Yeah. And that is not what you need.
And perhaps and I'm sure they mean well, but they are not experiencing what you're experiencing. And even though, like we've said, you've accepted it, you haven't released it.
No, there's an utter acceptance right there in the 10 of Swords. When you absolutely accept it, this is the lowest point you can go. Just remember, from here, you can't go any lower. But that's all you're looking at. You're there, and that's it. And this is where everybody can see you, right here. You're not getting up. You're not moving. You're not doing anything. The words that they're using to try to help you is all coming across like this Knight of Swords with the Ace of Swords. Nothing they're saying means a damn, does it? It don't mean a damn. None of it does.
Page of Cups. You need love, but you're not getting it from the people who are trying to help you. You're not willing to accept that it was God's will or whoever's will. You did everything right. You did what you were supposed to do. Mm-hmm. You took care of yourself. You took care of your baby while it was in the womb. Mm-hmm. But it was not meant to be. For whatever reason, it was not meant to be, and you have accepted that. It looks like you knew beforehand that there might be something wrong.
Yeah. And that's all you've done, though, is accept it. And but remember, there's no lower point than right there.
It's time to come up.
And I say, if that's what you need to do for a little while, that's fine. I've been there.
We all have.
We all have, yeah. To where you're like, I'm not going anywhere. I don't want to leave this because it feels like a betrayal if you go off and have a happy day. How can I possibly do that? That's like the most disgusting, horrid, awful thing I can think of. Is to go out right now with the way that I'm feeling and what's happened, and for me to go out and have dinner. Or to go have, I don't know, Sunday, whatever people do. I don't know, picnic, whatever. Why would you do that?
The Five of Cups. You just want to be alone. You want to wallow.
Yeah, you do want to wallow.
You want to wallow in your
grief.
There, I was trying to think of the word.
You want to wallow in your grief, and I don't blame you.
And that's fine. That is absolutely fine.
Yes.
As long as you know you can't stay there.
But for the time being, if that's what you want to do, I think your instinct will kick in. I think that's what this is. I think your instinct will kick in when it needs to, and it'll tell you it's time. Because look. Mm-hmm. Look at all this. Look at all this. Your instinct is going to kick in, okay? There's an Ace of Pentacles underneath that. There's a 3.
You'll never forget it.
There's an Ace of Cups. I normally wouldn't take like 4 cards, but... And there you are. That's why I took it, because there you are on the tail end of that.
Uh-huh.
Look at that. I mean, you can't make yourself... You're a deeply feeling person, Pisces, whoever this applies to. And you can...
Water sign,
what
yes.
seems like to other people, what seems like... You can sit in a space that's extremely negative and extremely heavy and extremely strong that other people would drown in, and other people don't know how you can do it. I do. I know exactly how you can do it because I can do that. But you won't be able to transmute this energy. You won't be able to change this energy, this feeling, this thing, this extreme loss right here into something else until you do. And if it takes you a long time sitting here before you get to here, then I say more power to you. Nobody knows.
Yeah.
Nobody knows. This is the kind of thing that if people wallow in this is the kind of thing that will manifest in disease. But here for you, I see none of that. You take, and if it's you beating yourself up and beating up other, whatever it is that gives you this Ten of Swords feeling, I'm not going to say soon. I'm going to say when you're ready.
When you're healed.
You will do this.
I pulled from the God, what is the God fairy?
Yeah.
Grandmother.
Whatever.
Fairy. You have to have time to heal, yes.
And Pisces, not all signs are the same. Fire signs are not the same as air signs. Water signs are not the same as earth signs. You're a water sign. Coming from a sister water sign, that's me. We can sit in a space for a very, very, very long time and feel that pain like excruciatingly. And it won't, and yell and scream and feel it and yell and scream. But we have to do that. I don't know why. Some of us just have to. Some of us just have to do it. It's cathartic. There's something in it. Because you will not walk away from this the same person that you walked in, obviously. You have the very first card out for you was this Judgment. Right here. This is a transmutation. This is a redo. Once you come out of this space that you're in, there's going to be a whole looking forward to the next phase. Ooh, I got chills. The next phase of your life. Don't let anybody rush you. Don't let anybody tell you that you're just being negative, you're being morbid, you're being whatever. They don't know because they haven't been there. They don't know because they're not you.
You have to show yourself some kindness.
And if it means that you get to wallow around in your misery, then that's the kindest thing you can do to yourself, and I'm all for it. I don't really care what anybody else says. They're not living my life. They have no idea what they're talking about. Same as you.
So
you can sit there in that very heavy atmosphere. So do it. Do it. You will figure this out. You will come to some sort of, it will have a meaning for you somewhere. I promise you. It's going to have a meaning. It's going to do something for you. It's going to wake something up in you. It's going to make you stronger. As pathetic as that is to say that out loud.
Yes, I know it. You hear that all the time.
But it will. But not yet. You need to go to the depths of the feeling itself. Yes. And you need to wallow there. You need to go to the 9th level of hell. Or the 12th level, or however many flipping levels there are. You need to go there. You need to go, you need to experience the nightmare and the freak outs at 3 in the morning and bashing in walls and whatever.
And breaking whatever.
Yep, you need to.
You need to get it all out.
You do.
And then you need to let yourself heal. And then you need to show yourself some kindness.
And then others. Remember, as sharp and insensitive as their words are, like, oh, you know, you just need to get over it. As God said, be happy that this happened to you. It's a, no. Woo, somebody would be lucky if you don't do that to them when they say dumb stuff like that to you. This kindness, remember, applies to you first.
Yes.
It applies to you first. In healing, the kindness will just start to come back. You're a kind-natured person anyway. You have all those lovely feelings anyway. It will all come back. It will. But don't put yourself on a time limit. You're not anyone else. You have to do it when you hit the absolute, like I said, 9th level of hell. When you've wallowed there for a while, one day you'll wake up and you'll just know. It will be in your body. Your body has so much knowledge and wisdom, and it's in that Ace of Pentacles.
Your body speaks to you.
Yes. That's you. That's because you're right there. That's you. This hangman is you. Why do you think you are the hangman? Your body speaks to you. You can go into this weird suspended animation position for the longest time and sit there for a long time.
Yes.
Don't let anybody tell you when you're finished.
No.
But when you do,
you'll know it. You'll know it.
Between these two aces right here, you've got this.
I know it.
That's a long-term thinker. There's something very smooth. The transition will be smooth coming out of this. But only if you let yourself feel all of those emotions. Other people are too scared to feel that. They would not be able to handle that. But you can. You can do that. And then you can transmute it, because it'll go from that 10 of Swords to that Ace of Pentacles.
Mm-hmm.
It will. And it will smoothly bring you out into a different world. It's okay. Doesn't mean none of this happened. Doesn't mean,
No, and you'll never forget it.
And the kindness, remember, it will be your turn to show kindness to others again, which will be hard, but it'll naturally flow out of you. It will, like that cup. It's just going to naturally flow out of you again, because you have that.
Naturally.
What comes naturally, it will come out of you again. So don't let anybody tell you that, you're just beating yourself up. It's like, yeah, that's exactly what I want to do. I want to beat myself up.
Go through the phases at your timetable, not somebody else's.
Yeah, so
not somebody else's.
We're sorry for your loss. If this applies to you, very sorry. Very sorry.
Yes.
It's devastating.
Just go through the stages and then heal, and then show yourself some kindness. You'll never forget, but who would?
Exactly.
So, all right. We hope that the right person sees this, or right woman sees this. We really do. And we wish you the best while you're healing. You know, remember that some of these people mean well. Everybody's belief systems are different. You know, we don't all believe the same. So I know it's hard to hear that it's some God's will. So you have to look inside yourself and decide what's real. All right. We wish you the best, Pisces, until our next read. Hopefully your moon will fill up. Bye-bye.
Bye.